I mean, I should just throw the Bastion on him. I should just throw the Bastion on him. That would, like, this could have ended. Why is my mind? I should have thrown the Bastion on him. Should have thrown the Bastion on him. I'm such a tit. Hello, Gomez here, yet again, bringing you another Legends of Runeterra video, another deck. Yet again, fun deck. I'm going down the fun deck route at this moment in time as all the reveals happen and we wait until new cards get involved. Why not go down more fun decks? So this one is all about assembly bot and building him up with gems. Let's do this. The assembly bot and the gems that you get from Targon. Let's quickly dive into this deck and see what it's all about. So, you got obviously a bit of removal, jerry rigs because you've got your rummage for draw. Because basically the whole idea is you're trying to draw your assembly bot. I'm not gonna lie, this is a be-all end-all deck, a bit like a Fiora deck in terms of you need to draw your assembly bots in order to, like, if you can get it early, then you're laughing. So basically you want to mulligan everything. If you don't have an assembly bot is the main man in this deck. All you're doing, most of the rest of the stuff is all like spells, draw, heals, attack as well as draw. Bastion, because you can get a Bastion on top of your assembly bot, obviously it gives him a buff, not only from the Bastion, but also he buffs himself because you're using a spell, and also getting that spell shield so that it makes him just hard to remove. And you want this boy to stick on the board as much as possible. Flash of Brilliance actually works in several different ways really well with this. Number one, it's helping buff your bot, as well as allowing you to use extra spells. But more crucially, is giving you a 6+ cost spell in the region, as well as refilling. So even though I haven't actually put any copies of Hex Tech in this deck, because it's one of those things where if you draw it, unless you've got the bot on the board, like it's not the best thing to have. Technically you could probably put a copy or two in the deck, it's just right now I haven't. I might end up taking something out, but the great thing is when Flash of Brilliance actually gets you a copy of this and you've got the bots on the board, and then you've got a jerry rig, you change the jerry rig into the bot, or you change another bot into a better bot, like one that's already leveled up quite a lot, especially if you've managed to throw Zenith Blade. Very important. Zenith Blade, if you can get on top of one of these bots, the dreams! That's what it's made of. So that's the whole idea of this deck, is we should try to get that guy with, which you go and build your bot, give him Zenith Blade, potentially giving him as like a spell shield, and then making copies of him through this. There is, as I said, literally I might end up removing something and putting this in, but for now that's what it is. Hush, just because, like, sometimes you just need to stop something that's going to be going against this. Obviously you need to make sure that if you're against Targon, you need to be watching out for those hushes. Obviously the only other thing is Demacia with Purify, but you're not seeing too much Purify being played in Demacia. At least I'm not seeing too much Purify being played in Demacia at this moment in time, but definitely hushes you're definitely getting from Targon, so you need to be careful with that. Obviously the only other thing is the Sunburst, or whatever it is, the one where it is silencing the minion beforehand. That might be something else you need to watch out for. But if you can get this out early, and if you can beat them early, it's devastating. Got a mentor in there for the gems that you can put on top of him, as well as the fact that obviously you can get the buff off of this. I've only got the priestess in here just because I do like that little bit of invoke and being able to choose things that might be able to save your life, like the ability to be able to obliterate something, or to be able to pull out the only champion who's in this deck, who is Vi. Technically I put Vi in here just because she's got, like, obviously a really good level up ability, like, because you're going to be playing so many different spells and so many cards that you're probably gonna, if you can get her in hand, you're probably going to level her up quite quickly, as well as with the gems. Obviously works really well with her. I was thinking about who I wanted to change around like her, because potentially I was thinking about putting Heimer in this deck, but I ended up going with Vi. Admittedly, Heimer with a Suit of Perfection is totally the way that I would normally go, but I've gone with Vi on this one, like playing a little bit more of Vi to see how it goes. One copy of Shards of the Mountain, just because it fills your hand full of gems. Once you've got your bots on the board, it's just nice to be able to have that. I don't want too many copies of this, because unless a bot's on the board, this card is actually useless and just going to be dead in your hand. So that's why there's only the one copy, for just like those times where there's literally nothing else in your hand and you got the bots out, and it's just, you draw into that, and it's like, potentially maybe putting more copies of that might be a plan, but right now I just think, because it's all about early game, that's for late game, like potentially if you've got nothing else, and late game you've got one bot on the board, potentially putting those out. Static shocks for draw as well as damage, and then obviously progress day for more draw, because obviously the more things that you draw into, the more spells you're drawing into, which should hopefully be helping you level up that, what you call it, assembly bot. So the whole deck is based around assembly bot. But it's so much good. But before we get into it and see how it do, remember, shameless plug time, that I do stream on Twitch. There's the Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm active on all of them, and so please, if you like supporting this weird curly haired man, please feel free to support me on all those other things and catch the action live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. The times and that all stated on there. There is also currently a giveaway going on the Twitch for this whole month of Spooky-tober. So I'm going to quickly play a little tiny advert. It doesn't take that long, but also you get to see the lovely, the lovely lantern in effect, and that's going to be up for grabs. There's 2 of those up for grabs, so let's quickly go into that. You know, we're in the spooky month of October, and so Gomez is doing a giveaway where he's giving away 2 of these lamps. So they do light up. Quickly, cue light up action. Yes, so I'm giving away 2 of these. One of them can just go to anyone who just does the giveaway thing, so I will quickly demonstrate. We go into the bottom corner and click on the nuts. As you're watching, you're collecting nuts, and you can redeem them. You can redeem as many giveaway tickets as you want, because all those names will go into the random generator at the end. And then whoever, which it is at the end of the month, whatever name comes up, you're getting one of these lamps. And then the second one is going to be only for subscribers. So literally all you got to do is subscribe, and then if you do so, then it puts you into the pool. Yet again, it'd be a random draw just out of the subscribers to see who gets the second one of these lamps. But also, if we reach our subscriber goal, Gomez will be playing some horror games, and that's just going to be good times for all of you and terrible times for me, most likely. So have fun. This month is all about having fun, good times, Legends of Runeterra, and everything else. So thank you, and next until we speak again, which will be moments when this advert ends. I do apologise for the shameless plug time, but I want to get that advert out so people know how to claim and how to get involved with that giveaway. But yeah, let's see how this deck does in a couple of matchups. It is just a fun deck, so and as I said, I do actually have the goal of trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube or 1,000 followers on Twitch. If you want to help out, please feel free to. It warms my heart when I see that there is more followers and more stuff happening on Twitch. So thank you all so much for it. Really does mean so much to me. And if you want to support, please do, but if not, do not feel forced. I never want anyone to feel forced. So let's get in and see how this deck do. So Thresh and Sejuani. So okay, so he wants to get the Sejuani out as quickly as possible. So I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of like overwhelm or things which is going to making sure that he's smashing into my core is all I can assume. Do I keep the no? We're going to mulligan. I'm actually going to keep Vi. I'm going to keep Vi, but I'm going to mark it there. There you are. There you are, my beautiful man. Well, robot man. That'll be another robot man. I mean, I need more spells now. I mean, I know I've got a rummage, but I still need more spells. But yes, it's all coming together. Okay, just get rid of that. So what we'll do is next turn, throw the bot out. He's going to get 1 damage on us, potentially if he throws out a butcher on top of that more, but I can live with that. The only problem here is going to be what's his face? Actually no, because we can still use a rummage. So even if he were to use Vile Feast, we could use a rummage. There's not going to be many things we're going to want to get rid of, but to save Botman's life, I would be up for it. Potentially throwing the Zenith Blade on top of him right now might be a plan. Although a big part of me is also thinking throwing out the Mentor of the Stones, in all honesty. Just because I think, like, actually no, because if he uses Zed, it's going to be Vile. Oh, he's not got Vile. I was going to say, if he was going to use Vile, then we see anything. Admittedly, Grasp of the Undying was the only thing that we couldn't defend. So I'm quite glad that there wasn't that. So we could throw out the other bot, or we could throw out the Mentor. So I'm actually going to throw out Mentor of the Stones just to increase this buff right now. Gonna go for increasing that. Because even if that dies, actually you can't defend. I was gonna say, even if it died, then the gems would just help even more so. 2 Vias in hand. I want my spells. I want my spells. My spells are where everything is. Okay. Gonna throw my bot out. See, I could. Actually, no, sod it. I mean, I know that obviously glimpse is most likely what's going to happen there, but if he's going to glimpse it, I'd rather take just the 1 damage. Right, okay. So we do yet again have this ability, so we can kill his collector, potentially. But we shall wait to kill the collector. So we're going to throw Overwhelm on our other friend here. Zenith Blade also really good on Vi herself once she levels up, just as another thing to note. So he's thinking, what's he gonna do? Okay, so that is all of our Zenith Blades now, so we don't have any more Overwhelm, so we need to be careful with what we've got.
Bow to no one.
Sejuani, very nice, very nice. So I could actually just kill his Sejuani right now. Or kill his collector. Actually, I'll kill Sejuani through this. Oh, the decisions. I feel like the collector needs to die. I feel like I can't overlook a collector. I definitely cannot overlook a collector. So let's just deal with that. Deal with that problem. Because then what we can do, so that's going to go up. And then we can actually increase him more by putting this into this, because, I mean, Frostbite, potentially. Depends whether that's going to be the vial to take down my little man here, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. That's actually a surprise. Right, I'm going to throw this onto here, just because even if this guy dies, that's fine, because the gems can still buff these guys, as well as the fact that he puts Surge in front of that dies. So obviously, yeah, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Kill the little man. He's done all he could. He got 2 buffs out. He did all he did. Normally he only gets 1 buff, so he got 2 buffs out. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Have I got too many cards in hand, or am I not? I think I should be fine, hopefully. If I'm not, then I'm just going to burn something that I'm not going to... No, I don't burn anything. Right, so that actually can take out the 2 spiderlings anyway. So that's fine. This Vi is very close to being... In fact, when we use the gems, that would be like 100%. So the question is, do we rummage the gems just to try and find Spell Shield? Because if he tries to target one of these with a vengeance... Oh, is he keeping back the vengeance just to play mind games with me? Because this could just be him keeping back vengeance just to screw with my mind. Sod it. He can't vengeance both of them, right? He could still throw out a what's his face? He could technically still throw out a Runation, and if he throws out Runation, then okay, no. So he's definitely not got. So the Runation move is definitely not happening. So we could just go straight into an open attack. So we gem up and open. Potentially gem up open is where we go here. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's just split the damage, because he could still have a vengeance, and he can vengeance one of these. So just split up the thing, because vengeance, yeah, vengeance. We could have tried to find Spell Shield, but there's nothing I can do about that. He could have another vengeance in hand, and so that's the main thing I need to be worrying about right now. So potentially, oh, Flash of Brilliance. Do we just sod it? We got to go just in case there's the. Actually, no, he wouldn't be able to use Ruination. Don't worry about the Ruination. The Ruination move's not going to happen. Could actually throw Vi out. Throw Vi out here, just so that we can get the level up. Because let's face it, he's not really going to do too much to stop this. Like his main thing here is going to be trying to take care of that, I think. Alright, so do we take the little man? Just because otherwise, actually, I guess he kills the Sedge. Like throw Sejuani in front of this. Because because we could obviously pull one of the little men so that we can make sure that we get the level up. Let's actually make sure we get the Vi level up. We've got, watch it, we've got like other Vi's in hand and that, and let's face it, he's probably got the other Vengeance. I'm expecting another Vengeance. Maybe. Is he hiding the Vengeance? Is that what's happening here? Okay. So this is when it's squeaky bum time, because now what we do, get rid of you, get rid of you. Actually, do we get rid of you, because you can still target the Nexus. Get rid of the gem. Get rid of these two, just to try and find. There you are. There's Bastion. So if he does try the Vengeance move, oh, there's still one away. It's like, oh, okay, no, because we can still kill him through the. We can still kill him through the. I mean, I should have just thrown the Bastion on him. That would, like, that's gonna end. Why is my mind? I should have thrown the Bastion on him. I'm such a tit. I swear, I'm such a tit sometimes. Such a tit. Call me Tommy Tits. Tommy Tit for brains, that's who I am. Could have just gone for the kill, man. Why did I prolong this? Considering the fact I'm guessing he's got a Vengeance, why did I prolong this? Oh, this is why I don't play these games competitively, because I know I'll get screwed from my stupidity. Should have just found a Bastion on him. That would have been GG. Oh, Tommy Tit. That's what it's because I wanted the Yu-Gi-Oh moment of he tries to use Vengeance, like, oh, not today, Kaiba, as I throw down the Bastion on top of him. Should have just thrown the Bastion on top of him instantly. I really wanted the Yu-Gi-Oh moment. That's my fault. That's my bad. Although my bot is in a nice position, I'm happy with where the bot is. So we could just kill his Sedge here. Kill his Sejuani. I'm guessing. Because I feel like Ruination gets involved here somewhere. So yeah, no, I'll take that damage. That's fine. Go for an open next turn. I'm gonna actually pass the turn because I still win if I just go for an open attack. So, okay. So we can no longer use that. So instead, what I'm gonna do is put this on top of Vi. So Vi striking in is gonna do the overwhelm damage as well as the 5 damage anyway. So that, in theory, should be GG. In theory, this should be GG. It could have been GG years ago. I mean, admittedly, so what? Is the only thing that can stop this is if he throws out something and then frostbites this again, and then like throws like a harsh wind. So he throws something, he throws like a vial on top of this, and then harsh winds. I think that's like the only thing that he's got that's like his counter. I'm actually gonna kill. Let's go with that move just to make sure that his Sedge is gonna die. Because I still sense trouble with Sedge, so let's just make sure that she's gonna die. Okay. So this should be dead. This should be dead. I don't know where his plan is to get out of this plan. I mean, so what? We can still actually buff our assembly bot like quite devastatingly, especially with these Vi things, or we can even buff Vi as it matters. So he's gone with that move. That's fine. He still needs to deal with the assembly because the assembly still kills him at the moment. So what's the plan? What's the plan, Stan?
I don't blame you.
Okay, so he is going with that into a Vengeance. Into Vengeance on top of that, potentially. Nope, I was thinking, wait. So he's proccing the spell shield. He's got to have something. Wait, what's the second spell? But no, that's fine. That's fine.
That's a knockout.
Oh. We did actually have counters in a manner of speaking because we could have just buffed Vi up anyway. Bilgewater with Karma. Bilgewater with Karma. What spell are you trying to get off twice in Bilgewater? Like, that's actually I'm actually confused. I mean, part of me wants to keep Flash, but I know that I need to be trying. Like, the deck doesn't work unless you've got a bot in hand, so you basically just have to mulligan for that bot. I'm basically getting, like, where's my spell? I mean, I can't play anything until turn 3 anyway, but where's my spells? Okay. I'm just trying to think, like, in terms of, so what... Because Mind Meld can't be used twice, because Mind Meld is just up to the spells that you've cast, so it's not going to be that. Honestly, I'm perplexed as to what the plan is. That's all that I'm thinking here. I could technically throw out the bot right now. My problem is that with Bilgewater, I mean, so what's he going to do? Make it rain? I haven't got enough spells in hand. I'm going to actually go with the Priestess. I'm going to go with the Priestess, see what we can get. What champions he got again? I really should. No, it's just Karma, isn't it? It's just Karma. Potentially the Celestial Guardian. Cover myself with elusive, because I'm guessing this could have some like weird elusiveness going on, either with what's the face? Either with the Bubble Bear or okay, there we go. It was that.
What's the water like down there, guys?
That's fine. So I will live to regret this. But I will live to regret this in my own time. So right now, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pass the turn. Pass the turn. Throw my Zenith Blade on top of my lovely bot. I mean, denies as well as a thing. Denies and recalls, actually. I mean, is this a singular will deck in some weird way? Potential singular will, maybe? I mean, I guess there could be denies or I'm expecting denies or recalls, but it does actually look like we're going down an elusive route here. Significant elusive route. Okay. So I'm actually going to throw out my Mentor so that I can throw that on top of the bot as well. So I've got Rummage. Kill or recall? Stun. Okay. It's fine. Go with this, and then if worst comes to the worst, that's fine. That's fine. I was thinking he was going to throw Big Man in front of me, but I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, I got stun. I've got Rummage that can get him up a little bit and hopefully draw me into something like a. There's Carrots. At least I've got Rummage that can target something that I don't mind losing. Right. Getting both of these down just slightly. So he's picking away at me. He's picking away at me. Which is fine. Okay. We'll leave this. Actually, you could just go for the Rummage move, actually.
Would panicking help, brother?
Go for the Rummage move. Actually going to get rid of the other Priestess. I've got the Vise in hand. I've got something. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with that move. Go with that move, and then Flash. Oh! Save it all, the universe. Right, so if he goes for a recall Bastion.
The dark beckons.
Okay, so this is massively an elusive deck. We can actually get elusive counter, one elusive counter through that. Hush as well also gives us counter. I'm actually just going to go for an instant attack. Go for an instant attack. We could even throw these two out, but not going to. Let's just go with that.
Your attack is obvious.
Go for this move. Recall. Stun. Stun's not a recall. Recall's more what I'm scared of, because recall actually removes all of his abilities. Stun doesn't actually remove his abilities, so I'm actually just going to leave that. This is going to be where I'm going to end up regretting my decisions, but I can live with that one. I can live with that one, because now I'm going to throw out the sisters that I've got elusive defense. Vi's basically leveled up.
Whatever the cost.
2 now is 1.
Okay. So, heal him back up again to full health. Yeah. Still keeping my mana back for Bastion if I need it. But I do need to kill this, which I can actually now get Vi out. And if I need to Bastion Vi, I can Bastion Vi. I would actually like to draw another Bastion so that I know that I've got like both of them to counter. But if I only have what I have, you know, just gonna have to work with it. So throw Vi out here. Throw Vi. I can actually throw a Zenith Blade on Vi and not worry about it because I'm not going to draw. Like the Daybreak means nothing on it because I've already got all my, like I've used one and those are the other two, so I'm not going to draw another Zenith. So potentially just. Is this going to be? Is this the rally? Is this what he's going for? A rally move? This is rally here, isn't it? There's some form of rally. I keep this back because I might. I mean, I can only use one Hush, but I might need to use the Hush because I can throw. Okay, right. Or is that just because he wanted to? I'm guessing he must have just wanted to. He scared me. Then he scared me. I shouldn't have been scared. That's my own fault. Should have just gone for the move that I knew that I was going to do. Because technically I did still have the mana for either just go for the Hush or go for Bastion. So that has taken up 7 of his mana, which means he could still potentially have the recall. He could still have the recall. That's very important to remember. But he has used a very expensive card here. Very expensive card, and he's 1 away from it's basically now or never. We need to kill him now or he levels up Karma and we just get devastated in some way. So let's do this. Leroy Jenkins, time's up. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. Okay,
You can't do this.
Still winning at the moment.
The
Okay.
dragon binds us.
Okay, still winning.
Cannot escape.
Still winning.
You cannot win.
Okay, still winning. Good. Still winning. Just need to find out where the loss is. Because technically, I actually have lost. I don't have a Bastion in hand right now, and I have no draw in hand that can actually. I can increase damage. Increase damage and draw, so potentially then draw into a Bastion. Okay, so stunning my big man, which admittedly I'm not gonna lie, that is actually a huge thing. This was not gonna get Vi up enough. All I can do is increase Vi's down. I could actually save the Elusive's life, but I'm actually going to. Oh, we could make sure that dies because that's gonna be creating healing minions, which is gonna help him. Sorry, I'm actually gonna do that. Gonna go killing his heals. I was really looking for another Bastion, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no, we'll take the rest. We'll take, because that's still not dead, and it's not been recalled. And his karma, although his karma does level up next turn. Right, our Vi's leveled up as well, so potentially. Oh, this is getting scary. Why is it always getting scary? Right. Okay. I'd rather keep the gem back to maybe discard it. Potentially just go into massive draw.
The answer lies within.
Go into massive draw and see what we get. How many cards have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to bring us to the maximum of 10. So we are going to have to use something. I mean, he could have deny, but faint hearts never won, fair maid. Force him to use the deny if he's got the deny in hand. There it is. I was gonna say, force him to use his deny because he can't then mana wise past it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Stands.
So as you see, a pretty successful deck. Because literally it was just 2 games and 2 wins. Like normally when I'm recording these, just for a little bit of background information, I normally record several games and then see which ones are the most interesting ones and put forward. Sometimes there's wins, sometimes there's losses. But yeah, no, this one actually just did really well just straight off the gate. I'm happy with both of those wins. It would have been good if it was against a proper meta deck, but to be fair, I threw myself into normal rather than on a ladder. But it's fun. It's a fun deck, and when it gets working, when you can get Zenith Blade on one of them or on Vi as well, it's just. You can just know, which is like just like blow through the competition. At least that's the idea of it anyway. There might be some chops and changes around in this deck, but please let me know what you think in the comment section down below, because I like hearing from you guys and hearing what you have to say about these things. What do you think about the concept? Is there any changes that you would make? Have you used the deck, and how did it do for you? Please let me know in the comments. And as I said, if you enjoyed this, then why not hit that subscribe button so you can get more and help me with my goals. Help this weird mustachio-faced man with his goals. As I said, there is also the giveaway on Twitch. I've already mentioned about that. There is also the Discord down below if you want to catch me at any point, because I'm always on the Discord ready to reply and whatnot if you want to speak anytime, as well as the fact that there is a games night on Thursday and a movie night on Saturday. So if you want to join that, sounds like fun, join the voice chat. We're watching silly films or play some fun games together. Please feel free. These options are always open to you. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. We're in reveal season as well now, so I'm going to be putting out some like reveal videos and that and my thoughts on the new cards. But I hope you enjoy your day. Until next time, bye. Right, I'm gonna actually kill you because that gives me a card. I mean, I was hoping it. Well, shit.